If you're feeling extra fatigued in the month of February, I've got 3 micronutrients that you need to know a little something about to make sure that you're getting them in your diet. And if you're not, how you might be able to strategically supplement to give your body what it needs to fuel up. Welcome to the Sports Nutrition Playbook channel. I'm Amy Goodson, sports dietitian. And the reality is many athletes feel fatigued in the month of February in those darker, colder winter months. And for many athletes, it's not necessarily a lack of motivation. It's oftentimes a lack of fuel or not taking in enough of key micronutrients. So I've got 3 micronutrients, aka vitamins and minerals, that you need to pay attention to really help fuel your body and your energy levels. Those are going to be iron, vitamin B12, and vitamin D. So let's start with iron. Iron is the center of your red blood cell, also known as hemoglobin. And the important thing to note is that your red blood cells take oxygen to your muscle cells. If you don't have enough iron present in your body and your red blood cells are low, you might experience anemia and a lack of oxygen to your muscle cells, which can lead to fatigue and tiredness during workouts, but really tiredness all day. So first, we would want to recommend that you start to take in more iron-rich foods. Those are going to be animal foods like beef, chicken, eggs, and even some plant foods like beans, as well as nuts and seeds and nut butters. Now, here's a key feature. Iron that comes from animal foods is better absorbed. So if you're consuming iron from plant foods like beans, nuts, seeds, and nut butters, you want to make sure and consume a vitamin C-rich food with them. So if you're consuming peanut butter on whole grain bread, put strawberries with it. Spinach is another plant-based food that's high in iron. Making a salad with it and putting red bell peppers that are rich in vitamin C would be a win there. So you want to make sure and pair those plant-based iron foods with vitamin C-rich foods. That's iron. The second micronutrient is vitamin B12. We know that if you have a deficit in vitamin B12 or any form of deficiency, that can lead again to feeling fatigued and tired. Vitamin B12 is going to be found most in animal foods. So that's going to be beef, chicken, fish, poultries of all different types, eggs, dairy foods like milk, cheese, and yogurt. Consuming high quality protein is going to be key to help you get in that B12. And then finally, the third micronutrient is vitamin D, the D like dog. The reality is that vitamin D is not found in very many foods because it's actually found in your skin and activated by the sun. But in the darker, colder winter months, we're often indoors, or if we're outdoors, we've got long sleeves jackets and scarves on, and we're not doing a good job of activating the vitamin D in our skin by the sun. You get some vitamin D in cow's milk, you get some in salmon, as well as some in eggs. But the reality is many athletes might need to take a vitamin D supplement during those winter months. Now, one of the key features to supplementation is knowing first if you're deficient. So if you're experiencing fatigue and maybe you think you're motivated and you're sleeping enough, yet you're still tired, I would recommend talking to a parent or a coach and going to the doctor to have lab work drawn. You want to be sure and have your iron checked, your ferritin checked, that's stored iron in the blood, your vitamin B12, and your vitamin D. Then, if you're deficient, you can look at supplementing to help bring your levels back up to normal. And of course, I'm always going to recommend that you contact a sports dietitian to help individualize your nutrition to you. So if you're feeling extra fatigued this February, head to your coach, head to your parent, get lab work done, test your iron, your ferritin, your vitamin B12, and your vitamin D. Look to include those nutrient-rich food choices of those micronutrients that I talked about. And then if you have a deficiency, you can supplement. If you need help with your one-on-one nutrition, my business, the Sports Nutrition Playbook, takes insurance for medical nutrition therapy and preventative nutrition. So you can text the word insurance to 878-877 6787 to see if you could work with a registered dietitian for free and get your macro and your micronutrients in check to have more energy and perform at the highest level this winter. I'd love to hear what your favorite iron-rich, vitamin B12-rich, or vitamin D-rich food is. So drop me a comment. Then be sure to like our video and click subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all of our sports nutrition tips and strategies.